My friends, tonight we are going to talk about a truth that many choose to ignore. A truth that, if left unchecked, can break hearts, steal joy, and leave you empty inside. It is a truth that too many women have suffered through, and yet they still wonder, why does he treat me this way? Why does he pull me close only to push me away? Why does he act like he wants me but never fully commits? I want you to hear me today. There are men in this world who will use you, drain you, and leave you with nothing but regret. They will take your kindness, your love, your loyalty, and in return, they will give you nothing but deception. But tonight, I am going to open your eyes. Tonight, I am going to expose the 6 undeniable signs that a man is using you. And when you recognize these signs, you will have the power to break free. Do not be deceived. Do not let yourself be taken advantage of, because the moment you allow yourself to see the truth, that is the moment you reclaim your worth. Stay with me, and by the end of this message, you will know what to look for, how to walk away, and most importantly, how to never let yourself be used again. Would you like me to continue and complete the full speech? If a man only calls when he needs something, it is a warning sign that he is not truly invested in you, but rather in what you can offer him. At first, it might seem flattering, his voice on the other end of the line, his words carrying the weight of desire, urgency, or even affection. He may say all the right things, make you feel needed, make you feel special, as if you are the only one who can help him, the only one who understands him. But when the pattern repeats itself, when you start noticing that his calls come not out of genuine care for you, but out of his own selfish needs, you must step back and see the truth for what it is. A man who only reaches out when he benefits from it is not a man who loves you. He is a man who is using you. Think about the times he reaches out. Is it when he's lonely? When he is in trouble? When he needs a favor? When he needs money? When he needs comfort? Does he disappear the moment he gets what he wants, only to resurface when the next need arises? If a man truly cares for you, his presence in your life will not be based on convenience. He will call you just to check on you, just to hear your voice, just to make sure you are doing well. But a man who only calls when he needs something does not see you as a person with feelings, emotions, and dreams. He sees you as a resource, a tool, something to be used and discarded when no longer needed. You may tell yourself that this is not the case. You may find excuses for him, convincing yourself that he is just busy, that he has a lot on his plate, that he is not good at expressing his emotions. But deep down, in the quiet moments when you are alone with your thoughts, you know the truth. You know that if you stopped giving, if you stopped answering, if you stopped providing the things he calls for, he would fade into the distance, because his interest was never in you. It was in what you could offer him. Real love does not operate on transactions. A man who genuinely loves you will not only reach out when he is in need, but also when you are in need. He will not disappear when you require support, nor will he expect you to always be available to fix his problems while he ignores yours. Love is not about convenience. It is about presence. If his calls are not rooted in a desire to know you, to build something with you, to walk alongside you in this life, then his love is not real. It is selfishness disguised as affection, and you deserve more than that. A man who avoids commitment but enjoys all the benefits of a relationship is showing you exactly who he is. He wants your time, your affection, your support. He wants to hold you, kiss you, be with you in every way that pleases him. But when it comes to defining what you are to each other, he hesitates. He changes the subject. He tells you he's not ready for a relationship, or that he just wants to see where things go, yet he has no problem receiving everything a committed partner would get. At first, you may tell yourself that he just needs time. You may believe that if you keep giving, keep loving, keep proving yourself, one day he will wake up and realize that you are the one. But time passes, and nothing changes. He still keeps you in this space where you give and he takes. He still expects you to be there, to answer his calls, to meet his needs, to stand by his side. But when you ask for clarity, for commitment, for something deeper, he pulls away. He says he's not ready, yet he is perfectly ready to receive all the benefits of having you in his life. A man who truly loves you does not hesitate when it comes to claiming you. He does not entertain the idea of losing you. He does not risk letting you go because he knows your worth. But a man who only wants the benefits of a relationship without the responsibility of one is not protecting your heart, he is playing with it. He is keeping you close enough to enjoy the comfort, the intimacy, the warmth of your love, but far enough that he does not have to be accountable for you. He does not have to answer to you. And the truth is, the longer you stay in this cycle, the harder it will be to walk away. You will find yourself justifying his actions, accepting his excuses, convincing yourself that maybe you are asking for too much, that maybe you should just be patient. But hear this, love should not leave you in confusion. Love should not feel like a guessing game. If a man is enjoying the benefits of your love but refusing to commit, he is showing you that he values what you give more than he values you as a person. You are not just an option. You are not someone's convenience. If he does not want to commit, believe him. If he does not step up, let him go. Because the man who truly loves you, the man who is meant for you, will never leave you wondering where you stand. When a man keeps you a secret, he is telling you exactly how much you mean to him. At first, you may not notice it. He is charming, attentive, and makes you feel special when you are together. But over time, you start to realize something. He never introduces you to the people who matter in his life. You do not meet his friends, his family, or anyone who holds significance to him. When you go out, he chooses places where no one knows him. When you ask about his world, he keeps his answers vague. And when you bring up meeting those closest to him, he avoids the conversation altogether. A man who loves you is proud to have you in his life. He wants to introduce you to his inner circle because he sees you as part of his future. He does not hide you. He does not make excuses. He does not keep your relationship in the shadows. But a man who is using you, a man who does not see you as someone valuable in the long term, will do everything he can to keep your presence in his life a secret. And if he is hiding you, it is for a reason. Sometimes that reason is another woman. He may be entertaining multiple people at once, keeping you as an option while making someone else believe they are his priority. Other times, it is because he knows he has no intention of keeping you around, and he does not want to integrate you into his life in a way that makes it harder for him to walk away. He enjoys what you give him, your love, your care, your devotion, but he does not want the world to see you as someone important to him. You may tell yourself that he is just private, that he takes his time with relationships, that he is waiting for the right moment. But how long do you have to wait? How long do you have to remain in the shadows while he continues living his life as if you are not a part of it? A man who truly cares about you will want to claim you, will want to show you off, will want to bring you into his world. He will not keep you a secret because love does not thrive in the dark. If a man is hiding you, do not convince yourself that you need to wait for him to be ready. Do not believe the lie that his secrecy is a form of protection. A man who is serious about you will be serious about making you a part of his life. And if he is not willing to do that, then you must ask yourself, why are you accepting anything less? You deserve to be loved openly, fully, and without hesitation. If he cannot give you that, then he is not the man for you. When a man makes promises but never follows through, he is revealing his true intentions. He speaks with conviction, his words dripping with hope and assurance. He tells you he will change. He tells you he will do better. He tells you he will take you out, introduce you to his friends, commit to you, love you the way you deserve. And in that moment, you believe him because you want to believe him, because his words make you feel seen, valued, and hopeful for the future. But then time passes. The promises remain empty. The change never comes. The dates never happen. The effort never materializes. And when you bring it up, he always has an excuse. He was busy. He forgot. He had too much on his plate. He assures you that next time will be different. And for a moment, you believe him again. But deep down, there is a nagging feeling that something is wrong. Because a man who truly means what he says does not need repeated reminders. He does not make excuses. He does not leave you waiting in disappointment. A man who constantly makes promises but never follows through is not just unreliable, he is manipulative. He knows exactly what to say to keep you around. He knows how to feed you just enough hope to prevent you from walking away. He plays with your emotions using sweet words to keep you in a cycle of anticipation and let down. He does not intend to fulfill his promises because in his mind, words are enough to keep you where he wants you. And the longer you stay, the more you begin to doubt yourself. You wonder if maybe you are expecting too much. You question whether you should just be patient, give him more time, trust that he will change. But how many broken promises does it take before you realize that he never intended to keep them? How many disappointments will you endure before you accept that his words and his actions do not align? A man's love is not measured by what he says, but by what he does. Words without actions are meaningless. Promises without follow-through are manipulation. If he truly values you, he will not allow his actions to contradict his words. He will not leave you second-guessing his intentions. He will not feed you false hope just to keep you from walking away. You deserve more than empty promises. You deserve consistency, effort, and truth. A man who truly loves you will not make you wait in uncertainty. He will not give you dreams of the future while leaving you stranded in disappointment. And if you find yourself stuck in this cycle, you must ask yourself, are you holding on to a man? Or are you holding on to the illusion of who he pretends to be? Because love does not leave you waiting. Love does not keep you guessing. Love is proven, not promised. When a man disrespects your time and priorities, he is showing you exactly where you stand in his life. At first, it may seem small. He cancels plans at the last minute, shows up late without explanation, or expects you to rearrange your schedule to accommodate his needs. You tell yourself he's just busy, that he has a lot going on, that maybe you're being too demanding. But over time, a pattern begins to form. His time is always more important than yours. His schedule takes priority. His needs come first. And whenever you try to bring it up, he brushes it off, making you feel as if you are overreacting. A man who truly cares about you values your time as much as his own. He does not see your presence in his life as something to be taken for granted. He understands that you have responsibilities, dreams, and obligations outside of him. He makes an effort to show up when he says he will. He does not cancel at the last minute without a real reason. He does not expect you to drop everything for him while giving you nothing in return. But a man who is using you does not see your time as valuable. To him, you are there for convenience. He expects you to be available when he needs you, but makes no effort to do the same in return. When you tell him your schedule, he dismisses it. When you have important things to do, he minimizes them. When you need him to show up for you, he is suddenly unavailable. And yet, the moment he needs something, he expects you to be there without question. This is not love. This is not respect. This is control disguised as affection. At first, you may try harder to accommodate him. You may adjust your plans, make yourself more available, sacrifice your own priorities in hopes that he will finally see your worth. But the more you give, the more he takes. And the more he takes, the less he values you. Because a man who does not respect your time does not truly respect you. Love does not operate on one person's terms alone. Love is about mutual effort, mutual respect, and mutual sacrifice. If a man only values you when it suits him, if he expects you to wait on him while he gives you nothing in return, he is not loving you, he is using you. And the longer you allow it, the more he will believe that his behavior is acceptable. You must understand that your time is precious. Your life, your goals, and your priorities matter. If he cannot respect that, then he does not deserve access to you. A man who loves you will not make you feel like an afterthought. He will not keep you waiting, wondering when you will finally be important enough to be a priority. Because when a man truly cares, he does not leave you questioning whether you matter to him. His actions will make it clear. When a man plays with your emotions, he is not loving you, he is controlling you. At first, everything feels perfect. He showers you with attention, tells you how special you are, makes you feel like you are the most important person in his life. His words are sweet, his actions are grand, and for a moment, you believe you have finally found someone who truly sees your worth. But just as quickly as he pulls you close, he begins to pull away. Suddenly, his calls become less frequent. His messages take longer to arrive. His affection fades without warning, leaving you confused, anxious, and desperate for answers. You wonder what you did wrong. You replay conversations in your mind, searching for a mistake, something that might explain why he has changed. You ask him what is wrong, but his answers are vague. He tells you he is just going through something, or that he needs space, but he does not tell you why. And just when you start to accept that he may be losing interest, just when you begin to think about walking away, he comes back full of apologies, full of affection, full of promises that this time will be different. This cycle continues. One moment he makes you feel irreplaceable. The next he makes you feel invisible. One day he treats you like a queen. The next he treats you like a stranger. His love is inconsistent, his behavior unpredictable, and his emotions always seem just out of reach. This is not love. This is not affection. This is manipulation. A man who plays with your emotions is not unsure about his feelings. He is fully aware of what he is doing. He knows that if he gives you just enough love, just enough hope, just enough attention, you will stay. And as long as you stay, he can continue to control you. Real love does not leave you in confusion. It does not keep you up at night wondering where you stand. It does not make you feel like you must constantly prove your worth just to be treated with care. A man who loves you does not give and take affection as a way to keep you on edge. He does not make you feel like you are always chasing after his love. He does not make you feel emotionally drained, exhausted, or unsure of yourself. But a man who is using you, a man who knows you love him but does not truly love you in return, will use your emotions against you. He will make you feel high just so he can drop you low. He will make you dependent on the moments when he shows affection so that you endure the moments when he withholds it. This is not love, it is a game. And the only way to win is to refuse to play. Because the moment you recognize the pattern, the moment you understand that love should never feel like emotional warfare, is the moment you reclaim your power. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is undeniable. When a man uses you, he will not tell you outright. He will show you through his actions, through his patterns, through the way he treats you when no one is watching. He will call when he needs something, but disappear when you need him. He will take the benefits of love without the commitment that comes with it. He will keep you hidden, make promises he never keeps, disregard your time, and manipulate your emotions to keep you under his control. But tonight, you have been given the truth. You have seen the signs, and now you have a choice to make. Will you continue to ignore what is right in front of you? Will you allow yourself to be drained, to be used, to be treated as if your love, your time, and your worth are negotiable? Or will you stand up and say, enough, no more, I deserve better? Because the truth is, you do deserve better. You deserve a love that is honest, that is consistent, that does not make you question your worth. You deserve a man who does not take advantage of your kindness, who does not use you for his own convenience, who does not keep you waiting in uncertainty. A real man, a man who truly values you, will not treat you like an option. He will not disappear when it is inconvenient. He will not string you along while giving you nothing in return. And so I say to you tonight, walk away from anything that does not honor you. Walk away from anything that makes you feel like you have to beg for love. Walk away from any man who does not see you as a treasure, but as a tool for his own desires. Because the moment you walk away from what is wrong, you make space for what is right. The moment you stop accepting less, you open the door for something greater. Let today be the day you reclaim your worth. Let today be the day you stop settling for half love, empty promises, and broken commitments. Let today be the day you say, I am worthy, I am enough, and I will no longer allow myself to be used, because love, true love, will never make you feel like you are not enough. And the moment you believe that, the moment you truly understand your worth, is the moment you will never again allow a man to use you.